So the market has been a good, wholesome girl. She's making us wait before she gives us the goods. We'll talk about it. Let's dive in.
Secure the bag, yeah, that's the brand, and we get to the bag.
What's going on, family? So, of course, I like to bring in the edutainment aspect to this whole market thing because it makes it fun. I want to make learning fun. So, we like to have a little fun with it. So, please don't take me serious, right? I know some women out there like, what do you mean, wholesome girl? But no, who am I? My name is Tay Sweat, and of course, I am here to bring you another STB Market Watch. Why are we doing this? Because of course, I've been trading the markets for years, and I've been given even some of my predictions. People are like, what did you see? Well, I figured I'd go ahead and start showing you what I'm seeing, how my mind works, and what we can do, what I personally can do to help you to kind of see what I see. So maybe you can make some more money from the markets, and you can even step up your education and step up your game when it comes to trading, investing, overall just being more of a, I would say, savvy investor. Okay, so let's get into it. What are we seeing? What am I seeing? And why am I saying that the market is making us wait? Well, we'll dive into it. Let me check. Let's go ahead and share my screen. Let's check these charts. All right, family. So we're going to go dive into the futures first. This is the ES, which basically tracks the S&P 500, if anybody doesn't know that already. Okay. Now, what we're going to do and what I want to look at is, or show you, is how the market is giving us this consolidating area and how is it consolidating. Now, usually we'll go into, insider trades, we'll go into, some other form of tracking the market, but I'm just going to strictly show you charts and what I'm seeing. Okay. And I'm going to show you my two areas or a few areas that I'm seeing on the ES, which is S&P 500. And then I'm also going to take you to, I want to show you Bitcoin, because I know a lot of people like crypto. And I've always told you all that, yes, I can trade it all, right? If it has a chart, I can trade it, okay? Because I'm a technician. I'm a master technician, if you ask me, right? So we're going to go over Bitcoin as well. Now, on this one, I'm wanting to show you some paths that I'm seeing, all right? It's some trickiness going on here. So we kind of have this path going on, gave us a nice pullback. As long as we didn't break there, we were good. Of course, we ran up. This here is definitely suspect because I don't like that it came back down here, which in many cases could have invalidated a lot of this going on. But it continued. It continued and gave us that next wave up. Okay. So that basically gave us that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Gave us just a little A, B. Now, what we are actually what we should be witnessing is a C down, right? But this is not done yet. This is not done yet. And what really could happen is this probably could extend this this 5 wave up, right? And this could just be a little baby pullback in the wave 5. Then we can create an A, B, C down, right? I know a lot of people don't know about this, and that's okay. I'm just kind of showing you how my mind works and how we track the market. So what I'm doing, or what I'm looking to see, or what I could see happening, is we could get one of these moves here, where even if this is ready to be a C, what I think could happen is we will get one of those little ugly pops. I've seen it happen before. It can pop through here, boom, and then give us the C. I've seen it before. I've seen it before, okay? Now, I'm gonna show you actually what I'm talking about, right? So when I say I've seen it before, that's exactly what happened here. So you get these crazy moves, right? You get these crazy moves, and I'm gonna bring this up. So you get this crazy move, 1, 2, 3 up, right? This stretches, I would even say, into maybe like 4, or you can even go 4 here, 5, right? You can go A, B. And as you see, it gave you this crazy, like, it should have been B, but it gave you B. Then you went C, right? So for me, this is something that I can see happening. I see it happening a lot, especially with futures, right? You'll see these big pop-ups. Look at that. Pop up, so give you the move down, boom, pop up, and then fall. Pop up, and then fall. And that's what I'm seeing here. Pop up and then fall. So I don't think this is going to just be a crazy like landslide. I think we have some pop up, this is a pop up action we can have, right? So why? Why is that? For those of you who don't know, the market is always looking to fill areas, pick up orders. That's really what it is. Hey, we have sellers up here. Let's go get the sellers. We have buyers down here. Let's go get the buyers. That's pretty much it, right? Now, that being said, as I'm looking at my charts here, what I want to show you is an area on the daily chart that I can see that's going to pick up, okay? Let's stretch this out. Boom, and I'm gonna get rid of these lines because it just makes this thing a little harder to see. All right. So why have we been holding at this little area? You see right around 4,200. Look at that. 4,200, 4,200, 4,200-ish, 4,183. Why? Look at that. Why are we holding here? Because of these sellers up here, right? You see this? Sellers, sellers, sellers. We have sellers sitting up here. That is why, right? That is why. So what I can see is that there could be some sell orders that need to get picked up. And we could go as high as 43.27. 43.27. So for a lot of people who don't know how to short-term trade, this probably won't make much sense to you. But for my people who are more longer term or even a couple of weeks, couple months out, because you've seen it, that although you got an order for maybe let's say a fall to happen, that thing can still bounce short term, and in 3 days you can get a bounce and a fall. It doesn't take long, right? So for the day traders, you got to know when that's going to happen. But for my short term traders, or excuse me, for my longer term traders who are more like weekly focused or monthly focused, you've seen your stuff dance around and you've seen it pop and then fall. And just like I showed you, that's what happened here. Popped all the way up and then fell. And it happens. And this is one of the things I teach in STB. I tell my folks all the time, I say, people, you have to know your whatever stock you're going to trade, whatever instrument you're going to trade, you have to know the personality. It's like a wife, right? The reason why I'm such a good husband is because guess what? I learned my wife's personality, her likes, her wants, her needs, right? And it's the same thing when it comes to trading stocks, trading options, trading futures, trading crypto, whatever it is. You need to find out what the personality. Do you like to be popped up? Do you like to pop down before you move? Or do you just take if you got to fall, you just take a fall down? No. A lot of times it pops up and then it leaks. This is the personality of the futures, especially on the ES. So this is what I see. This is something I've seen as I was studying this. And this is ultimately what I like to get into when it comes to the personality test of my equities, derivatives, whatever it is I'm trading, okay? So we do have this area. Like I said, I gave you your path, right? And it's showing us right, I mean, literally that it probably wants to take out this area. I'm okay with that. We got big earnings this week. So earnings can move the market in crazy swings. So we can see that swing here as high, like I said, as about 43.30. And then I'd like to see a leak. And honestly, we have to get back down here. We have to get back down here. I see some stuff that's down here, some buy orders and whatnot that we need to get to. So ultimately, I got a price target. People gonna think I'm crazy. I got a price target that says we need to get back to 3,400, or we need to get down to 3,400, 3,431. Is that gonna happen this year? I don't know. That's a pretty big fall. It could, but this is just what I'm seeing. I don't know. That's the beauty about trading, and the beauty about this I don't want to call it a game, but it's a game. Beauty about this game is, guess what? It's really it's in the eye of the beholder, right? So what I'm seeing right here on these charts, it could happen exactly the way I see it, or there could be another guy on the opposite side of the screen who can see the opposite of what I'm seeing, and he can go against me. And if I want to go down, maybe they want to go up, and that's how you get winners and losers. That's how this game works. The goal is to basically try to be on the side with the winners. That's the game. And this charting helps you to see what the other winners will see. That's why we take this stuff serious. Okay. So let us go into Bitcoin real quick because I've drawn some stuff on Bitcoin that I see happening. We're gonna take this off the daily. All right, cool. So I have some very key areas, very key areas. I do see us on Bitcoin. I do think we're gonna bounce. I'm not gonna lie. I do think we're gonna bounce. Let me pull this back. Boom. All right. That was probably 1, 2. We got this crazy 3, 4. Right. I think we're going 5 up here, somewhere up here. So I do see Bitcoin going to 36,000. And of course you'll get that ABC down. Now, here's what I will say this. As I see Bitcoin going that high, maybe near term, I don't think it will stay up there. So let's draw a few channels here. So that's wave 1, wave 3. Yeah, I'd say that's wave 3. So let's go wave 3 right about there. Boom. Okay. So in this channel that we see here, and it's a little sloppy action right here, but essentially this is your channel, right? Support, 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 got in, resistance. Look at that, resistance, 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 got above, support, 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 resistance, 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 resistance. This is what I like to do. And I just like to see that it's respecting this line, because if you respect that line previously, you're gonna respect it later, right? People, I don't know why a lot of people just don't understand that. And I had a guy mention, he's like, oh, you're still using trend lines? Like that doesn't work. And I go, are you kidding me? Like traders all over the world use trend lines. Like that's one of the #1 things that works, right? At least to give you a guidance, a guide of where it could potentially trade in the range, right? What range it can trade in. So anyway, let's continue. So I see we're pulling back here. And y'all can, you can come back to these videos and tell me if I was wrong or not. And that's why I wanted to do these in the first place, because I like to show people like what I know and how I'm able to help, right? Just by way of showing you my technical work. I'm a technician, I'm a master technician at this, okay? So I do see us going here, 34,000 on Bitcoin, as high as 37,000 before we need to pull back and come here. Okay. Now, could it just leak and just continue to fall? Yes, it could, but I don't think that's what's going to happen. All right. So, one of the reasons why I say that, so let's go over really quick and look at this. We have plenty of areas we need to come up here and test. Okay. And if we go to the weekly chart, that'll also manifest itself up there as well. Okay. So, this weekly chart looks great. As far as like where it needs to go, it looks great. So this is why I see us coming up here probably in the next, this might take a little minute though. So maybe over the next 3 months, 4 months, it could take a while. It could take a while to jump this high. For my Fibonacci warriors, what kind of retracement would they give us? If we're using the weekly, let's see. Fibonacci warriors. Let's see what kind of retracement would they give us? Yeah, I mean that'd be a decent retracement. I'd take that. 3.0, and it could get as high as a 50% retracement. So I could see as high as 41,000. I could see that before it needs to continue. For my people who are formation, you like formation, my formation warriors. What is this? It's a fall, and it actually looks better on the monthly chart. So let's check it out. So for my formation warriors, what is this? Fall, and let me bring this up real quick. Essentially, I mean, you can even do this, but it looks like it's trying to do this. So what does that look like? Right. So just for anybody who needs a little cheat sheet, fall, move up, down. right? I'm not saying it's going this low because that would be negative territory, but I'm just saying for my, my formation warriors, that plays out right there. So that's also another option, or also something else to look at. Once again, y'all know I like my channels. So those of you who are like, well, Tay, how can you even see it going that low? It just makes sense. It just makes sense. So we've been in this channel. Look, we've been in this channel since when? 2015. Okay. We've been in this channel since 2015. This is one of the channels I saw when we were up here, and I kept saying, hey, y'all, Bitcoin's going back to 20,000. It's going back to 20,000. We're going back to 20,000. People are like, no way, no way, no way. And I'm like, no, it's going back to 20,000. And y'all can go check my Instagram. I put it up and put it in my prediction section so people couldn't call me crap or cap, excuse me. You couldn't call me cap because guess what? I got the receipts, baby. We keep receipts over here. So for me, I was like, okay, it's coming back to 20,000. And why? Because we're going to re-enter this channel. We re-entered the channel. We hit 20,000 right here and then fell even lower, right? So what I can see happening is bouncing inside of this as we come back in. So came out, came back in, right? So bounced, held support, unless you know this is a strong support, held support. Well, when it's a strong support, guess what? When you get beneath it, it's a strong resistance, right? So we came down, and I think what we're gonna do is kind of give it a little bounce. So we're bouncing off this support right here. So some support in these areas. So we're bouncing. Boom. What's gonna happen is I think we can come back as high as 41,000. Remember, I just said we could go as high as 41,000. Why? Because that would be a 50% retracement. Hello, right? Hello. 50% retracement of the fall. I think we can go to 41,000, hit it. And then from there, I think we can come back to test the bottom of this channel. Where is the bottom of that channel, boys and girls? Look at that. We're right around that $10,000 to $13,000 range that I have been calling for since the top, right? Now, people think I'm crazy because I say Bitcoin is going down to that $13,000 range, maybe even 10,000. But hey, I could be wrong, but I don't think I am. All right. So this is what I'm seeing with Bitcoin. Anybody who's just super crazy about it, yeah, you may get a move up to that 41,000 range. And then once you hit that, yeah, I think we can come back down to this range, which is, like I said, right at like 10,000. So I do think we can hold 10,000 though. I don't know if we're gonna go beneath it. We'll see. But 10,000 definitely look, 10 to 13,000 definitely looks to be on the boards. Okay. So, hey, y'all play this thing best of your ability. For anybody who wants to buy Bitcoin, I'm not going to tell you to wait till it hits $13,000. You can dollar cost average your way in. There's nothing wrong with dollar cost averaging. The reason why I say this is because technical analysis, and this is something everybody needs to know as we wrap this video. Technical analysis is a probability tool. It increases your chances of being right. That's it. So once again, and I'm going to say this a lot. So once again, you can go to any casino gambling space, and it's usually 50-50. You flip a coin, you got 50% chance it goes heads, 50% chance it goes tails. Right? There's no help with probabilities there. You literally just have it. Right? That's it. It's 50-50. You roll the dice, boom. There's usually 50-50 chance that can, it probably breaks up in more than 50-50 because there's more sides to the dice, but there's no probability of, oh, if I could bounce it off this wall and then I could spin it this way, and then it's hard to do that, right? And there's some people who know how to do it, but with this game, there are helpful tools that can increase our probabilities, right? Increase our probabilities. So with that being said, as you're increasing your probabilities, what we use is technical analysis right here on the screen to basically help us increase those probabilities from 50-50 to 80-20, right? So it's an 80% chance that you can be right. And the reason why I say dollar cost averaging is still something for those of you who want to go longer term on like Bitcoin. Dollar cost averaging works and it's helpful, and I think you should do it because there is still, even though some of these indicators are 80%, 85%, some of them even 90%, That's cool. But guess what? Even at 90%, that's still a 10% chance that the market doesn't allow it to go that low, and you can get left behind. So dollar cost averaging definitely helps. I would suggest, finding your areas you want to jump in, especially if you want to hold Bitcoin over next, 20, 30 years, 10 years, 5 years, whatever it is. If you think Bitcoin, if you're a Bitcoin, what is it, maximalist, you think it's going to $1 million, buying it at 29,000, 27,000, it's pretty cheap. So, average your way in. I think that's totally fine. And that's with anything. For my traders, you're gonna have to just sharpen your skills, right? Shout out to all of my folks in STB. We're doing what we have to do to sharpen our skills, and I'll keep teaching you all what I know and how I trade, so we can sharpen those skills together. For my people who are in the STB community, because it's two separate things. If you're in the STB community, I'll have all of my guys over there who are working to teach you all. I'll make sure they help you all once again get the good alerts. That's a fire alerts section. We'll keep doing that, and we'll just keep making as much money as we can, right? So this has been another great STB Market Watch. I hope you enjoyed, and hey, I'll see you tomorrow. Let's make some money. So with that being said, family, if you are looking to become a little bit more serious with your trading, you want a little help, or you just want a community of people, like-minded people at that, who are going through some of the same things you're going through. You want a little direction. You want to take advantage of the AI that we have, because we get insider trades, market news. We get to see when the big dogs, people with 100 million, 200 million, $1 billion are buying things. Not only that, we can go in here and put in commands, right? So I'll re-enter this command. So I can put in a command and see what the AI actually thinks about what's going on with the market, right? And it'll tell me, hey, our predictions based on what the AI is seeing with the overall market, we think the market is about to fall. You see it's red. So this just gives us another edge as traders, investors, because we do swing trades, we do day trades, and these alerts have been fire. As you see, we got plenty of profits, right? So everybody should have access to the profits section. We have plenty of profits, but not only that, we have other things that we can go into and pretty much share what we're going through. So we have the mindset section. We have people who are showing the workouts. I put in the nutrition plans, right? For those of y'all who've been wondering, hey, how did you lose all the weight, right? I've added my nutritional plan here, but I've added the workouts here. I've added the nutrition part here, right? I've added so many things, and then we have the come up series where people are saying, look, this is my come up story. This is what I've been able to do. This thing is literally packed with people who are just like-minded individuals who know what's going on. And ultimately, we get to the bag, because it's more than just trading charts and looking at certain balance sheets for companies. It's an overall thing. So we do the mindset, we do the workouts, we do the nutrition, we talk about the family issues, right? See, I mean, we have it all. I've thought of it for the most part. I think for me personally, I've thought of it all. So we have it all. We come in here and we stay in here. This is what it is. And we trade out of this place. So once again, it's only $50 a month. It's super reasonable, and I'm not gonna lie, I may take it up pretty soon, but for now, it's $50 a month. I definitely suggest, take advantage of it if you want to be better or do better, or just want that community and access to the tools that we have. I've put it all here, family. So I definitely hope to see you on the inside soon. And other than that, I'll see you on the next newsletter video.
Secure the bag, yeah, that's the brand, and we get to the bag. These